Welcome back to Dracon's Plays Year Walk. Alright, let's explore the other side of the gate. Hi. What? What? Let's see. Oh, I get it. Alright, bird is 3. Weird baby is 2. Little girl is 4. Horse is also 2. Okay. Ah, okay. I get it. Let's see. Left. Right. Left. Right. Twice. I love the art style of this game. It's really cool. Left. Right. Dang it. Let's try that again. Left. Right. Okay. What the heck? What the heck am I doing? What? What the heck is going on? It's not too late now. It's too late now. Alright. Now we got a horse. It can't be changed. What? Two, 3, 4. That's so weird. Oh, no, it's the baby. The decision has already been made. That about that girl? I don't understand. I don't know how I'm solving these puzzles. Because I honestly don't know what's going on. I'm just kind of doing things. You must stop coming here. This is definitely about the girl. Now what do I do with you? What the heck? I'm so very confused. I don't love you anymore. Okay. Whoa. We're not on the map. I see the windmill. What the heck? Hi. What? Why was she just bleeding? Excuse me? That's the end? What? I am more confused than when I started this game. Okay. So, I think what happened was, the person you're playing as, the boy, fell in love. Well, this girl and boy, they fell in love. And then, I believe it's set sometime in the past. I'm not sure exactly what time period we're talking about, but older. And she was going to be married off, or something like that. I'm just making stuff up. Ow. Trying to figure it out. But anyway, besides how the entire marrying thing worked, hello. I wrote it all down. Everything that happened, it can still be changed. The game's not done? We have to deliver the message. By the way, I found a note on the bottom screen. Unlock my journal. Beyond a plus sign is a cipher. And I leave my notes in your hands. Behind a plus sign is a cipher. Now you can unlock the truth. Okay, there's more. The instructions are in your hands. Yes, I got them. Remember. A cipher beyond a plus sign and a note in your hands. Cipher beyond a plus sign. So it's somewhere in the manual. walk again. I'm so confused. In the old days, man tried... Alright, that just goes back to that. Let's see... I'm just gonna flip through till I find something important. Aha! I got your cipher. Alright. Now, how do I write this? Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna write this down. Then I'm gonna use the cipher. I already know where to put in the code, by the way. I already got that part figured out. Let's see. Alright. So now using the note, which is essentially a piece of paper with like a grid with a bunch of dots in some numbers 1 through 5. The grid is the same size as that cipher we just found in the menu, so I can correlate the two to give me a password to a journal, which was a locked thing on the bottom, well, on the, like, touch screen. Now let's see. Crescent moon. Weird male symbol with horns. HT. Male symbol. 4. Hello? Did it freeze? Hold on, guys. Okay, my Wii U froze. I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I'm going to input that password. Let's see. I have no clue if you guys will be able to see this or not. Connecting. Oh, we logged into a journal. Hello, new system. Yeah, you guys can't see crap. Okay, so I'll have to read it to you guys. August 4th, hello new system. August 6th, texting photo upload. It works. It's a photo, well, there you go. I have no clue how that's going to turn out. August 13th, should probably rate here more often. August 17th. Read about every book on Swedish folklore there is. Surprised how little has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. August 19th. Oh. Picture. Once again, I have no clue how that'll turn out for you guys. We'll have to see. August 19th. Talk to ES. He suggested some field work. Might be good. But I feel that I might be 30 years too late. August 25th. Been talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited to say the least. Barely any of them know what it was. If they did, they had heard stories as children, but had forgotten the details. Thinking ES sent me on a wild goose chase. August 27th. Interviews at the retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing if very brief. Talked to one Astrid Johansson. She was over 100 years old. Clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year-walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Sevenson, which leaves me a lot of possibilities. She was born in Vedtrop. I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. August 29th. More interviews. Nothing worth mentioning. Professor ASAP? I don't know, it's ASP, called today. He hinted that the faculty wanted to take part in my research. September 2nd. Got a picture of, like, some sort of entry system. Followed up my visit to the retirement home. In the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Vedtrop with the surname Sevenson according to the church book. Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was Karl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 1942. The other brother, Daniel Sevenson, died in 1985. Since Astrid said that her grandfather died before she was born, Daniel is the one that supposedly year-walked. A miller's apprentice, going to the library to check out old newspapers tomorrow. September 4th. Looked for reference of Daniel Sevenson in old newspapers. I'm grasping at straws. September 5th. Another day at the library. Nothing of interest. September 6th. Bored. I'm about to give up. September 9th. Alright, got a picture of a newspaper clipping or article of some kind. It's partial. It's in Swedish, which I do not speak. There you guys go. Give you guys a nice close look in case any of you guys can read Swedish. Excited! The newspapers finally mention a Daniel Sevenson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman in Vedrentrop. That's the girl. Interesting. Information is scarce. Her name was Stinta Nielsen, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found on the field outside of the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hope I can find any reference to a supposed year walk. September 11th. Got another clipping. More Swedish. There you guys go. I apologize if that looks terrible, but it's the best I can do. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently Stinja was going to marry a Lucas Tepa. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was interrupted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there is a great tragedy behind all of this. September 13th. The press seemed to have a lot of interest in the case after a while. Found nothing today. Maybe ES can tell me something. September 15th. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a long time in Vedtrop during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar rune stone that seemed to predate the Viking Age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year-walking. He cannot tell how. Want to check it out? Got another picture? Another article. I don't think you guys could possibly read anything but part of the title, but there you go anyways. Went to the library again, in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed I had. Found another article. Feeling upset and a little sad. Borrowed the article just in case. September 20th. Perhaps there is more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedtrop. September 26th. We got a picture of the hotel. Arrived in Vedtrop. It's a small place. One street cuts through the village. It's a rather depressing place. To be fair, the weather would not do any place justice. I had a hard time reading that for some reason. The hotel is empty besides me and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the noisy side. Must ask chef for the veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Have the feeling that I will find something major. September 27th. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need. Tomorrow, reading and lots of it. Picture of one of the articles. I knew it! The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve, 1893, Daniel Stevenson did indeed yearwalk. The court records refer to his yearwalk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded yearwalk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing the files from the archive. They gave me little choice since they are closed during the weekend. September 29th. Could not sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records are in legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he could murder Stenya after seeing it in a vision on his yearwalk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as the ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. There are certainly elements that are new to me. Must write them down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin, Solsterobin, I don't know how to pronounce that, is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask about it. Hope it still exists. Getting weird. September 30th, we got multiple photos. Photo of that box in the woods. Not in the art style of the game, very interesting. A photo of his cabin. And a photo of some random woods. Drove around for hours in the forest today. These are woods to get lost in. As for the directions from every local, most people never heard of the cabin, was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there till the 60s. Perhaps then it had 3 different owners. From then it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house until the mid-80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby. After that, they never returned. Nobody has lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay a visit. He did not think there could be anyone that would mind. The cabin is situated deep into the woods. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his yearwalk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought. Could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. I guess it might have belonged to the cabin. It's too dark to see anything, but I can't imagine there would be anything of significance in there. On my way back to the car, I found the strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight I need whiskey. Lots of it. Please tell me he's gonna, force the box so that way we can open it. Okay. October 1st. We got a picture of the church. And we get a picture of a gravestone. Very interesting. Went to Vetrope Church today. Small white stone church built in the 12th century, not the 20th. Sheesh. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. He showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stenya's grave. Seems appropriate. The most unlikely somber epitaph read, "In memory of her loving daughter, Stina Nilsson, 1877 through 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand." Well then. Depressing. Searching for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone. According to the priest, there probably never was. The gravestone E.S. told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. October 2nd. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the county archive. Had trouble concentrating. Tried to locate a photo of Daniel Stevenson, but had no luck. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently there was another murder case in Vetro in the early 1890s. Elisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. Okay. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owned, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files from that ritual have been lost. Outrageous! Think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church. Those are the babies from the creek. This is getting weird. October 3rd. Got a picture of the back of the church. Got a weird diagram. Don't know what it means. And in that stone with the engravings. Strange day. The rune stone E.S. talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. That must be the picture up there. Searched for the stone a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. This stone is old. Might predate Christianity. But I fail to see how it is connected to year walking. I could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church. Not remarkable, but there is something about it. Feel that the church and the stone are connected somehow. Yep, because the stone gave you the directions to walk around the church, so they are connected. October 4th. Picture the box. Scroll on the floor in his room, it looks like. Interesting. Found the box when I unpacked. Had almost forgotten about it. Seems to have some lock-like construction, but I have yet to understand what it is or how to open it. Reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbols suggests that it's opened by entering a password. It may be old. Maybe ES knows something about it. October 5th. Decided not to tell ES about the box. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. Gee. October 7th. Odd dreams. Prepare lecture Swedish. Let's party Theo. What the heck? This is getting weird. Busy week. Classes and meetings. The faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams ever since I came back from Vetro. October 8th. Jenny? What the heck? Weird picture. Dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly the sky lit up. Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and have been feeling rather queasy ever since. So that's an upside down triangle. Which I feel is important. October 10th. Read an account of a year walk by a man named Romdell? In an old book I came over in a used bookshop. Romdell's story is a little more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to me. Daniel sticks out. It haunts me. October 11th. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of my students. Great. October 12th. Hasten. Dream 12 okay. Weird. Another strange dream. Was doing my homework. Was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil. And when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up soaked in sweat. October 16th. Must remember to buy groceries. No picture, sorry. October 17th. Picture the box's mechanism. Filled with the box, I have no clue how to open it. Frustrating. October 18th. What jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are. They will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. He's starting to lose his mind, I do think. October 19th. Another picture of the box. The thought of what is inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. Search for references to anything about it, but I have found nothing that resembles it at all. October 20th. Having more strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. October 23rd. Is year walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by lack of light and food? ES believes so. Not so sure. October 25th. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vetro. Mrs. Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her that I had not meant to be naughty, she withered into dust. Found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed at me. Woke up. Weird. October 26th. Series of symbols. Interesting. Found myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean? How is it connected to your walking? What did people do in those woods? October 27th. Do not feel like sleeping tonight. Drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. October 28th. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. That's freaky. October 29th. Got an email reminder to deliver the text from the game. For the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. Waiting. Don't know for what. Have a feeling that something is on its way. October 30th. We got a picture of an email. It's all zeros in a weird shape. That's weird. Very weird, to say the least. Received an email, odd email today. Got over 1,000 of these during last night. The emails seemed to have stopped when the inbox was full. Don't know what it could mean. Perhaps it's a prank by my students. But they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think it will end here. November 2nd. Is it some kind of threat? November 4th. Called the priest, told him of my plight. He said that Vetrope sometimes had strange effects on people, but it rarely lasted. Do not think he understands. Was going to ask him about the box, but decided to hang up when he suggested I should see someone. November 5th. Woke up last night, heard babies screams from beneath the floorboards, panicked. Managed to pry some of the floorboards. The screaming stopped. November 8th. Got a weird diagram. As you can see, it's very weird. The Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Book Horse, and the Church Grim. There might be others, cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind, the Watchers. Because they watch, that's what they do. But is that all they do? This is getting weird. November 11th. Year walk equals system error. November 12th. Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eyes. Someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. November 13th. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? November 14th. Got another diagram. Has to do with time and space. Got a bunch of the animals and the goat, and it's really weird. Do not know what this stuff means. How can you bend time and space? November 15th. Got in a heated argument with ES. He was surprisingly scornful of my theories. Must remember that he is an old man and might not be as open to new ideas any longer. He claims that it is impossible to gaze into the future. The future is not set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure they are playing according to our rules. November 16th. The Watchers are more than they appear, and less. They are real, yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and this chair exist. November 19th. A drawn-in picture of a square. Weird. How do I know these things? Are these my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, and yet it's right here in my notebook. November 21st. What the heck? I don't even know what to say about that one. That's just weird. Watchers are antibodies. November 22nd. Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. November 23rd. Held another lecture. The last one for a while, it seems. Been decided that I need a break. But it does not matter. I have more important things to do. November 24th. 8/10/30/10/1911. I don't understand. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. The shapes is the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I have received, but the box remained shut. There must be more coming. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Could not hear anyone. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. Kept ringing. Cut the cord. November 26th. Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. November 28th. Wish I had not cut the cord to my phone. Need to hear a human voice. Don't dare to go out. November 29th. What the heck? Once again, picture's weird. At first I didn't even notice. One of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here. Or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? November 30th. Boarded up the balcony, all the windows. Nothing can come in now. I hope. December First, is that a sword or a knife? Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. Old, but sharp. December 2nd. I realize that the knife is his. We are connected. What the heck? This is getting really weird. December 3rd. The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. There's a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Why does the universe, or God, or someone not shut the gate? If we're not meant to do it, why let us? December 4th. I can hear the heart of the universe beating. December 5th. What is happening? Feel like a woman under a big foot. Feel like a worm under a big foot. That came out wrong. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. December 6th. She sings, I shall follow. She is trying to fool me. That I know, but I must get closer to her, because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all. The key. So that's the entire sequence I went through. December 7th. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. December 8th. Series of diagrams. Very curious. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocent to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, finally faced the master of them all, but yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he destroyed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? December 9th. Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There's a bond between us. December 10th. Picture the side of the box. It has the images. Might have figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols. Which means there's one more coming. So tired. Can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. December 12th. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. December 13th. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself from all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness? Or is it a strength? And the poor girl. It just seems unfair. Is there anything I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? December 14th. Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven, just in case. December 15th. Feeling absolute terror at the possibility that there is no purpose, no rhyme, no reason to any of it. Why me? December 16th. 2 rules universal. Time and space, if broken, above it all and down, how? So weird. The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. Will come at a price. But what do I care if I can rise above it all? December 17th. Saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful, even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything? Don't care anymore. December 18th. Got another picture. It's finally here, the last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo. Oh, that's his palm. It kind of looked like a hand. That's interesting. Test them in all sorts of different combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. December 20th. Of course. So simple. Rotate the wheel, or release when the symbol aligns with the grim. In the order they were delivered to me. But why was it empty? I thought it... December 21st. I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box was empty, it means it must be filled. December 22nd. I still do not understand who sent the symbol. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the Watchers. But why? Are they toying with me, helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him at the very thought of year-walking. But I think the girl can be saved. December 23rd. Alright, he put a letter in the box from the looks of it. There's a picture. Or the picture. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of this started. December 24th. My mind is set on this. Does this mean that I am doomed too? December 25th. Picture of a calendar. Don't know what it means. The rift is open. It wants me to go through. December 26th. Packed my things. I wonder if I will come back. December 27th. Picture of what I assume is the church. December 28th. Picture of the windmill. December 30th. Picture of the cabin in the woods. December 31st. Solstrin. It's cold here. Wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel? Only hours remain. January 1st. It's midnight. That's it? Okay. I'm gonna go back through. And get all of the emails. Or not the emails. The images. And then I'll have the combo to the box. So just wait a bit, guys, and I'll have that ready. Alright. And I got my symbols. Okay. Here's that box. Alright. Trying. Oh, God. Got one. Two. Three. Four. Oh! And the box is opening. Really weirdly. Vetro murderer executed. Kristendad said, I don't know how to read that. January 21st. Yesterday morning, Vetro killer Daniel Stevenson was executed at Kristianstad prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of young Stina Nilsson last year. The death has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmer Lundbeck, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and has visions of terrible creatures, something not uncommon among the mentally ill. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions, and should be given treatment at his institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Stollenberg. This was his fourth execution. Last year, he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rumsen, who was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Ventro, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has been improved greatly since. Daniel Stevenson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightly shaking hands so common among the criminal type, you could not tell Daniel from any other young man. He sobbed loudly once they had laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Greneth, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself. Then none of this would have happened." You are dead. You are dead when I wrote this, and I have not yet been born when you read this. Yet we have a connection beyond life, death, space, and time, the impossible made possible by your walking. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift, they sense the urge and they will want their sacrifice. I wish I could be there anyway. I wish there could be another way, I'm sorry. But for her, there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do. And a knife. Oh. D.S. Daniel Stevenson. Whoa. Okay. So, Daniel killed himself to save Stinja. This is weird. This has to be one of the weirdest games I've ever played. I'm glad I went and did the entire box thing and got what I assume is the true ending. But man, heck of a story. It makes sense a little bit more now with all the details filled in. Now, that was a ton of reading. I'm not even sure how long I was reading for. What I'll do is include, as you guys probably will have noticed, there will be annotations at the beginning of the reading to skip to the end of it, because that was a lot. However, it gives a lot of background detail. The end. It gives a lot of details about what was going on with Daniel, and also tells the story of a man in the future who ends up getting connected to all of this in a very, very powerful way. He essentially has his own year walk. Walk again. I will not. I do believe that is the end of this story. Alright. But anyway, as I was saying, that tells the story of him in his year walk. And he realizes he's able to change the past and save Stinja. He can't save Daniel, but there's one person he can save. Because the Watchers need their sacrifice, as he said. So that was a very, very interesting story, and it makes much more sense now that I've read that entire journal and went through all that. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I hope you guys will walk again with me on my next journey. So I'll see all of you guys later. Bye!
Weird turtle thing, ostrich mixture. Mixture. Oh.
Okay. Are we gonna have to save Bowser? Black! Well, this guy's weird. Oh, and all of Bowser's minions. And Luigi. Sheesh. Count Bleck's preparations are now in order. All that remains is for the dimensional void to appear, as foretold in the prophecy.